Alright guys, what's up? It's Tim and welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to be watching some Black Ops 4 gameplay, back to, good old Black Ops, and I hopped on yesterday to get these gameplays. Now I don't need gameplay per se, I have a good amount of Black Ops 4 and even some like Modern Warfare and Warzone gameplay, but I hopped on just, figured I'd record. Dude, yesterday I hopped in the Mercenary Deathmatch Mosh Pit. It was an absolute slaughter. You're gonna see in this gameplay. One of them, I go 35-3, which if you know me, I never stop rushing. So the fact that I was able to win all those gunfights, because I don't like sit back and camp and pick people off and get like, oh, 50-0. Like I don't play like that. Okay, that's cool if you play like that. I don't play like that. Yes, I'm using the VMP for both. Yes, I think I'm using Profit for one of them. Like, okay, you can hate me for this. Okay, whatever. Okay. But I just want to point out, like, both gameplays are really good. One of them's not as good. I die a couple more times than I should. But the other one is, like, amazing. Okay. Like, multiple snipers' nests, threshers. Like, it's probably my best, like, gameplay I've gotten in a long time. So enjoy that in the background as you listen to me talk about the COD community. And I don't want to talk about the basics like, oh, we complain about Black Ops 4 and then when Modern Warfare comes out, we love Black Ops 4. Like, okay, everyone knows that. I'm not talking about the COD cycle. I want to talk more about the community. The community that uses the MP5, the community that shoots bodies, the community that complains about skill-based matchmaking and then supports the game that has it. And let's just talk about it. I think the COD community is toxic. It's toxic in so many ways. Like I said, the shooting bodies, the bashing on noobs, the just like this, go into a search lobby and try to come out with your feelings intact. Like, like they're toxic. People want to prove that they're better at this dumb video game that, I mean, in Modern Warfare's case, it's really dumb, but even in normal, like a regular game, yeah, COD is just a dumb video game at the end of the day, okay? Like, people spend their lives on it. It's just a video game, dude. Like, go outside and chill, dude. Another thing about the COD community, they complain. I should say we, because I'm in this too. We complain a lot about their game, okay? We complain about little things they don't have, little things that they do have. We critique them so much. We find problems with everything, right? Like, think about the last couple of games. Modern Warfare, I mean, that's easy. Modern Warfare is so easy to find complaints. Map voting, dead silence, skill-based matchmaking, terrible maps. Like, there's so many things you can complain about in Modern Warfare. But even Black Ops 4, like, people were complaining about that. Like, what was it? Like, the 150 health, the repetitive maps, like lazy content, the microtransactions. And while some of these things, like, are justified, it's not the case to just keep complaining and complaining, like, all the time. And I think that's what the COD community ultimately is used to, right? People complain about World War II. And ultimately that got fixed, right? Because people complained about it and they ended up changing the divisions or whatever and making it a lot more fun, a lot more flexible, and people enjoyed that. And so complaining, it does have a part in COD. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't. It does have a part, and I think people appreciate people who complain. That's why in every, like, Call of Duty reply, you always see, oh, shipment 24/7, we want that back, we want shoe house back, we want shipment back. You always see that people complain because they kind of know what they want to enjoy. And the developers don't always know that. So I think that's the main case as to why it comes across toxic. But people complain about everything in the game, right? People complain about, like, oh, he's using the M4. To a certain degree, I understand, but I don't know how much of that is the game's fault and how much of that is just the player's fault, right? Like, players are going to gravitate towards the best because they want to be the best, because they want to hop on that Seattle Surge lifestyle and not work 9 to 5s, because who's going to do that, right? Something else about the COD community that interested me was that they bash on other games and they just have this overall refusal to play. And I'm definitely in this, okay? Like, as a COD player, it took a lot to get me to play Valorant. It took Modern Warfare absolutely being terrible and, like, a lot of friends' suggestions for me to download and start learning Valorant. Because, if Modern Warfare was a decent game, I wouldn't need to. I wouldn't go on Valorant. I wouldn't go on other games, right? I don't know what it is, but there's just some kind of innate, like, burning desire to only play COD. But at the same time, COD players hate COD. And I just find it super interesting, right? Like, people hate the game that they, like, only play. And I've never seen it like that, right? Like, people don't do that with Fortnite. People don't do that with Battlefield. I don't know, what else do people play? Like, people just don't do that to their own game. If they hate their own game, they're not going to play it. Like, people are very open-minded when it comes to not Call of Duty. But for some reason, COD players just feel this, like, I don't know, maybe it's an addiction or something to COD. And while they're on this, they just do not feel like playing anything else. And I don't know, it's weird, it's surprising, but I think at this point people are kind of used to it. People are kind of just used to like, oh, he's a COD player, he's not going to play Battlefield, he's not going to play Rainbow Six, or or even Valorant, Speaking of Valorant, the main reason why I wanted to make this video is because I got into the Valorant community. I started watching some YouTubers, some guides and stuff like that, but for the most part, I've been hearing, people in game chat, because you have to talk, right? So if I solo queue in Valorant, you have to talk to people. And at the lower levels, like when I was a noob, when I was a straight up like iron or bronze player, people were not that mean. And as a COD player, it took me so surprised. I was so shocked whenever I like messed up a 1v1 and the whole team was watching, or like I could have easily like diffused or something and I just didn't. People are like, it's okay, just do it next time or something like that. And that kind of like coach like in mentality, like I've never seen in Call of Duty ever, right? Like you'll never go into search, like mess up a diffuse, mess up an easy 1v1. Your team, the enemy team, they'll never let you hear the end of it. They'll be like, you suck, uninstall, like you're awful at this game. Like that's all you'll hear. In Valorant, it's completely different. Like granted, it was at a lower level. I think if you did that when you're like gold or platinum or something, people will, accuse you of throwing or something like that. But at lower levels, people kind of understand. And I guess it goes back to my whole point about, COD should have a matchmaking system based on rank. So you can tell like, oh, this guy's a bronze player. This guy's like new to the game, or this guy's good, he's gold, something like that. And I think since Valorant has that, it's a lot easier to tell someone's skill level, right? Someone's like, oh, he doesn't know how to defuse. Oh, let me check his stats. He's bronze. Okay, it makes sense. He probably just got the game like a week ago. Versus someone who's like, gold 3, and you check their stats, they're going like 15-2. If he's not defusing, okay, he's probably throwing the game. He's probably just trying to like troll us or something. And that makes a lot more sense. But ultimately the point is that the community over there is so much more chill, like even I, as a toxic COD player, a toxic COD casual player, sliding around on my MP5 usually, like even I have to like tone it down my toxicity, like if I'm top of the leaderboard sometimes, which believe it or not, has happened in Valorant. Okay, you think I'm bad at Valorant? Whew, you should see some of the teammates they pair me up with, my dude. Oh my goodness. But some of these guys, they'll literally choke like a 2v1, a 3v1, and I'm just like, bruh. Oh my goodness, dude, this team, I can't be toxic. And then so I just type in chat or like just talk on my mic. I'm just like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, yeah, he's good, just try to hold an angle next time or something. Like sometimes I'll leave a sigh so they know like, oh yeah, like you messed up or something. But I don't want to be that mean. And I'm not that mean of a person to begin with. Like even in search lobbies and stuff, I'm not really initiating toxicity or anything. Like, I mean, I'll shoot bodies because anything to piss people off, but I'm not gonna like verbally be like, yeah, you suck or something like that. There's no point, okay? I'm not 12 years old. So it just got me thinking, like, why is the COD community so toxic? I didn't even mention, this is probably the last point since I have some time here, death threats. Bro, how many communities do you know like actively threaten people and developers like often? Like this isn't even just recently, this is like Black Ops 2 DSR Vonderhaar nerf. Like this is going back a long time ago. The COD community is so toxic. How do we allow these death threats? And like, I don't know, I feel like if I was Vaughn after something like that, I would just be like ready to pack it up, dude, or like put my name on something else. Because like it's not worth it, like yes, the community is great when they love you, but when they hate you, dude, it's awful, like ask Ashton Williams, ask Joe Seacott, ask Vonderhaar in Black Ops 2. They hate you, and it takes a lot. It really does. It takes a toll on your mental health, and people bash you. You can't even tweet about anything without people asking you for shoot house, for new guns, for anything. And I feel bad for them. I participate in this, but like I'm trying to be cordial about it. But at the same time, like, yeah, dude, you want to fix your game before you start tweeting about other games. Like, yeah, come on, dude. But anyway, it's not meant to be another Modern Warfare bash video. It just kind of is what it is. I think we know the COD community is toxic. I try to lay out a few reasons as to why I think so. If you think of any other reasons, or you agree or disagree with any of the points I made, make sure to leave it in the comment section down below. I'm very curious to read all of them. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. That's pretty much going to do it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Take the win. UAV perimeter established. Angels 10.
Hostiles have destroyed your UAV.
Lighting up targets. To the victor, the spoils.